A special service today for a World War II pilot who was killed in action. The remains of John McTighe have finally returned home 75 years after his plane was shot down by the Germans. Today, relatives and complete strangers paid their respects to this hero. CBS 2's Scott Rapoport has the story.
There was a pipe and drum corps, a color guard of veterans in a military funeral for a man who died 75 years ago.
It's over now, man. He's at rest.
Back in 1944, then 22-year-old World War II airman John McTighe of Wantagh was shot down by the enemy while co-piloting his B-17 in Germany. 5 people in his crew were killed, including McTighe. The news was devastating to his now 92-year-old brother Thomas, who had so many questions, including where his brother was buried.
But for all those years, you never knew? No.
According to records, McTighe was buried in Germany, but his remains were declared unidentified after the war and moved to an American cemetery in France. His disconsolate brother Thomas was never able to figure out exactly where.
He was unable to pay his final respects, unable to bring his brother home.
But 5 years ago, he says a researcher contacted the family saying she potentially located his brother's remains. The family provided DNA samples. The remains were disinterred. And in early September, the family learned that DNA confirmed John McTighe had been found.
He's finally put to rest, and I'm happy.
Certainly for the family, a relief and closure.
Now, 75 years later, a hero has come home to the proper funeral he so richly deserved. The flag from his casket solemnly presented to his loving brother. After the emotional ravages of war, a family at peace. In Woodside, Queens, Scott Rapoport, CBS 2 News.
And McTighe's brother, who you saw there, Thomas, is also a World War II veteran. He served in the Navy.
Just thinking of all the channels that researcher must have it go through just to find and confirm. And then now that family has peace.
A job well done, too.
Yeah.